Hi, uh, I'm Anand Ganu, founder president Garze Marathi Global. Today we are with us Dr. Chinmay Soman, CEO and co-founder of EarthSense, an agriculture intelligence company. The main occasion why we are meeting today is to congratulate Dr. Soman for the uh, EarthSense award because EarthSense was awarded a regenerative AG grant. So we want to know more about it also, and we want to know about the journey of EarthSense and how he wants to contribute to the world and to the Maharashtra in particular. Welcome, Dr. Chinmay. First
Oh,
and foremost is on behalf of Garze Marathi board and Garze Marathi's members, I thank you all for you being involved with all our activities, and your active support, your intellectual inputs have been always very useful. With you, we have started GMG Agrotech Forum also, which is taking shape, though not it has taken, but it will eventually because we are working together. So I would like to know a little bit about EarthSense, what it does, and also going ahead, this grant, which is by in at least in Indian terms, $50,000 is a huge sum as a seed capital, even by US standard, even by any world standard, it's a huge sum as a seed capital.
yeah.
So what is it all about? How did you get that, or what are your future plans? Over to you, Dr. Chinmay Soman.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your recognition of our ongoing progress. And it's always great to have support from the global Marathi community through Garze Marathi in our mission. As some of the Garze Marathi community probably knows, EarthSense was started by me and my childhood friend Girish Chaudhary, both from Pune, because we were really moved and shaken by the large farmer suicide crisis in India and particularly in eastern Maharashtra. And we, started thinking about how we can create these next generation technologies in a way that helps farmers in India and smallholder farmers all around the world. So we've always focused on making our technologies, robotics, machine vision, machine learning, to be highly cost effective. But at the same time, we've intentionally stayed away from pushing these products on farmers because we know that farmers are in a very tough spot already, and trying to sell them, products that are not helpful and are expensive is not a good idea. So we've been following a step-by-step phase strategy to creating these next generation robotics type technologies. And this regenerative agriculture grant is brings us a step closer to creating technology specifically for farmers. So if you've seen the videos on our website, we have this small robot that goes in the field. You can think of it as a drone that travels on the ground, and that's mostly for collecting really high quality of information from the fields and telling farmers or telling crop scientists what's going on in that field and what they can do to manage the field better. But in the background, what we've been building is the technology stack for having these teams of fully autonomous robots that can travel in a wide variety of crops and manage those crops. And one of the issues that farmers face all around the world, but specifically in India, is that the quality of the soil, the quality of the water resources has continued to degrade. And one of the main reasons for that is sort of the annual cropping cycle uh, that forces farmers into prioritizing short-term yield and short-term income over the long-term health of their land. And there are, of course, a lot of solid public projects going on that are farmer founded, farmer led, that are reversing this trend. But we are trying to also create technologies that help farmers reverse these trends more in a more large scale manner. So the Regenerative Agriculture Institute at the University of Illinois, that's based around the same idea. How to, in the US, it's the same problem. There's in the Midwest around Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, there's 200 million acres of just corn and soybean, right? Like primarily just these two crops. And that's resulted in a lot of environmental bad effects. That's resulted in a lot of economic bad effects for the farmers as well. So the regenerative agriculture movement is trying to reverse these trends and saying, okay, how can we introduce biodiversity back into agriculture? How can we help farmers grow more crops, grow more of these permanent crops, what's called agroforestry or tree cropping systems. And the big bottleneck in that is that the vast majority of agricultural equipment is designed for annual crops like corn, soybean, wheat, rice, those kinds of things. And there's very little equipment that makes it easy for farmers to manage their large, makes it practical for farmers to have large tree crops or mixed cropping systems. So with the support of the University of Illinois, with this $50,000 grant, which we very greatly appreciate, we'll be able to work with local farmers here to figure out, okay, what are the tree crops of interest to them. So we've identified a few. There's hazelnuts, there's chestnuts, there's apples. So these kinds of tree and fruit and nut crops help make the agricultural system more sustainable, more regenerative, in the sense that it improves the soil, it improves water and air quality. It creates sort of these positive ecosystem services for the environment and for the people living around these farms. So the only missing piece there is the machinery that makes it easy to manage these farms on a very large scale. So that's what the grant is about, to say, okay, these are the crops that will help the agricultural system become regenerative as well as stay profitable and create. So that's basically what the grant is about. So we have started prototyping a larger robot that will help farmers harvest in these tree crop fields. And we'll keep building on that. We already have interest from farmers in India. So we are speaking with mango farmers, citrus farmers, and it's again the same idea that mango farmers in Konkan are finding it increasingly very difficult to have labor on their fields to do various tasks. And robots like these would help ease those labor constraints, while at the same time increasing the quality of the yield, as well as the quantity and sustainability of these orchard operations. So that's the future as we see it. Robots making it easier for farmers to improve their land as well as improve profits.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Chinmay. You have said it in a very concise, precise, and easy to understand words. Once again, I congratulate you for your great success and wish you all the best for your future endeavors also.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're continuing to grow our India operations. We have 7 people now based in Pune, and we're always looking for bright people to join our team. So feel free to reach out to me anytime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.